Yo, what's good? What's good? We in the lab.
Today,
Who I got with me today?
today you got Mr. Supreme Beam, aka Mr. Dirty Dog himself. Today,
Okay, so you go by Beamon?
I go by Beamon. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let's talk about that. How did you come up with that name, Beamon?
When I was younger, I used to play sports, and what's the movie with Jamie Foxx? He
Any
play
given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
My daddy used to call me Beamon. Just kind of play on my last name Benson for real, but he
Okay.
said,
Yeah. Will
so
it
it just
be, man?
yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah. All right.
So that's kind of where I got it from. Only difference is his is spelled Beamen. I just put the O in there instead
Okay.
of the E.
I got you. I got you. Okay, let's go back though. Let everybody know where you from and all that.
Okay, I'm from Batesville, Mississippi. I went to Sapanola High School. Graduated from Sapanola High School. I played sports there, and after I left Sapanola, I played junior college at Holmes Community College.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Delta State. Graduated from there. Um, and like I said, I grew up in the downtown of Batesville. I grew up on Hayes Street. Now I'm kind of living in between Batesville and Oxford right now. I'm still living in Oxford, but looking forward to moving back. Towards my hometown.
Mm-hmm. So you said you played for Delta State and
Yeah,
so what you mean play? You play like
I
football?
play football.
Okay.
Yes sir, yes sir. I played football at Delta State. I played in high school, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I played 2 years of junior college. Then I finished up my career at Delta State.
Okay.
Yes sir.
So what you played football wise? Because
Uh,
we got the For the Culture podcast. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
let them know what you
I
played.
played linebacker in high school.
Okay.
I played linebacker in junior college, and I played fullback in college.
Yeah.
I guess at Delta State rather.
Yeah, they usually go together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? For some reason, people who play linebacker usually play fullback on the
yeah.
other side. For
A
some
lot of
reason.
the similarities. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You got to be able to mainly be physical. Either way, you know how
Mm-hmm.
that goes. So
Right.
be able to know what gaps and all that. Either way, so
Right.
yeah, a lot of similarities there.
Okay, so let's see. How did you get into music though?
Uh, Man, I love music.
Right.
Truly, I
Uh huh.
listen to it a lot. Um, but I started one day, probably about 2018, 19, just kind of like ran across a beat one day, and I was like, just putting some words together. And I remember me and Quay and Chevy, we were all in the car, and those are like my, two of my closer friends. I told them like, hey, I think I want to rap,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like, like, where this come from? Like, I'm like, just check me out.
Right.
And I rapped it, and their approval gave me a bit of confidence, but I didn't really get into the rapping right then. But
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of when I started messing around with it. But I dropped my first single in 2021.
Okay.
Smooth, I always give him a lot of praise and credit for. I just couldn't find anyone to record me at the time. I didn't know the rap scene. I don't know who record. I don't know what an engineer is pretty much at that point.
Right.
And
Right.
me and him got in communication. He asked me to check out a few songs for him, and they sounded good. And I was like, man, like who do your music? He was like, he do his own. So I was like, yo, like how much you would charge me? He's like, don't worry about the fee. Like I'll come to you. I'll bring my studio to you, and we'll record. And major shout out to him for that. And I've been going since then. I dropped my first single 2021, and I've been going pretty strong since then.
Okay. Okay. So as far as music now, are you working on anything like currently right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this year, I guess I've been taking a bit of a different approach this year. When I came out, I started to draw. I want to drop projects,
Mm-hmm.
mixtapes, EPs, and with today's time, in my opinion, people don't listen to music the way they used to. They're not looking for a body of work, unless you're a certain caliber of artist, a certain level of artist. So this year, I kind of took the time to make a few singles, but I've added plenty of songs in my vault this year, probably over 40. I just this weekend, my boy Jay Ford came down. We've been locked in. We made us a little EP this weekend. So always working, always trying to push the sound to go to another level, but at the same time looking for what area I really need to be in because like I said, unless you're a certain level of artist, people aren't looking for a body of work from you. They
Right.
want you have to you have to gain their interest with a single or a video maybe on social media before they'll be invested enough to want to listen to 7 or 8 songs, 10 songs maybe.
Right. So it's just coming out right now, just kind of hitting them with singles and just
Right.
getting your name out there first,
Yeah,
and
doing my
then
best.
yeah, once you get your name, kind of then come back with a
Right,
project or
right.
something.
Because
Okay.
me and Ford was talking this weekend, and I told him like, man, I love the dropping the project, the making me a rough copy, and letting my friends and stuff hear it, and going back to the drawing board, pulling this one out. Like I love that entire process. But we'll get there one day to where we'll drop another one, maybe soon, maybe a little EP or something like that. But as of right now, I'm just like you said, working on the singles right now.
And you said you working with Tay Ford?
I have worked with him before.
Yeah.
I kind of have my own little studio at home now,
Okay.
but
Okay.
definitely I have worked with Tay Ford. I have some of my best songs with Tay Ford. I let me see HBB. I have a song called 5 a.m. on Garson.
Right. And I want to ask you about that video too. But we'll get to that
Okay,
too.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows what I need and he knows what I'm looking for. And every time he's ever sent me a beat, but I worked with Stoner. Stoner produced a whole project for me.
Okay.
Corleone one. I enjoy making it with him. I definitely, everybody's working. Everybody ain't got time like we used to. But I definitely told him we gonna get back together because we need to drop part two. It was. It may not have been my best project. It is one of my favorites though.
Okay. And getting into that, because when I listen to your music, you seem like more of on the lyrical side of things. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So like, who are your influences coming up? Like, who are your inspirations when before you got into music? Like, you like
Uh, I would have to say my favorite artist. Um, my first favorite artist was probably Biggie because just being around my dad and that's what he liked. But as I got older, of course, Lil Wayne
okay,
was, he had my generation like down bad. Like we love Lil Wayne. But my
right,
favorite artist of all time is Drake, and I think that he he gets bashed a lot,
mm-hmm,
and to each his own. I don't know these people personally. I just know the music. Um, I had to show my dad like, no, this guy can really rap. He's not just someone who makes these melodic songs, these R&B songs. He got songs where he really go bar up on people. Like he really, and even with the whole Drake and Kendrick situation, a lot of people felt like there was a blowout. Well, let's say that
mm-hmm,
Kendrick won the battle,
yeah,
but Drake definitely had his moments that he shined, that he absolute musical brilliance. If you go back and listen to, especially like Family Matters, the the last beat that he raps on Family Matters. If you love music, I would admonish you to go listen to it. It is beautiful. The beat, the words, the flow, the melody. So I would say Drake probably just because, and also I always say I try to put a bit of vulnerability into my music, and I feel
mm-hmm,
like that comes from Drake. Drake puts stuff in music that a lot of people, especially us men, we are ashamed to admit. We probably would be a bit hesitant to put it in a song because it
right,
makes us look soft or whatever. But it's a very real thing.
it is. And I think like right now, if you look at how things are going right now,
Hmm.
um, it's not a time where people need to be taking themselves too seriously right now. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Like
right,
I feel like the game is kind of evolving back into it's not as hard as it used to be.
right.
Like when I mean hard, like it's tough. You ain't got to be as tough as it used to
No,
be.
and
You know
I'm
what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm glad you said that
Yeah.
because I grew up, and we all have followed before.
Hmm.
We all have done something because our friends did it before. But I think that people and not trying to take shots at people because I do believe that there are street artists, there are trap artists, there are drill artists. However, there's nothing wrong with just being an artist.
Right.
I'm not a street guy at all. I've never desired to be in the streets. I kind of find it to be, I'll keep my opinion on that one. But being a street guy, that's to each his own. But I don't think that I'm not qualified because
You don't want to know
I don't
that.
have that
Yeah.
background. Like,
Right.
that makes absolutely no sense to me. Do I make good music or no? Why does my image, which you still should have a good image, don't get me wrong, but why does my image of how tough I am or how street or how many people I've shot has to do with me making it in music?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being a normal person. Like, it's a good guy. Like, he's a solid guy.
Right.
But people, I don't know what has happened to where people now, we want that, oh, don't mess with him. He, like, all right, bro. Like, if that's what you want, cool. That's your life. But I'm saying, like, with me, I want people to feel welcomed around me, feel comfortable around me, like, be able to come talk to me. Like, I may not look like the nicest person, but if you come say something to me and you come with the right energy, like, I'm willing to talk about anything outside of, like, politics. I'll discuss religion with you. But I don't really get into politics. But I'm so glad you brought that up because people, that I feel like, especially like you said, it's kind of changing back now. But probably like the last 5 years before now, you had to almost like be a drill artist.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
it. Like nobody else was gonna get listened to for real.
Yeah. And then like all the stuff happened. You see like Pooh Shiesty went to jail. Like after Pooh Shiesty went to jail, it kind of went. All of that kind of like let me, Thug went to jail.
Thug went to jail. Dirk went to jail.
Yeah. So
all of these, and let me say, I love these guys.
Right.
I listen to their music.
Right.
And I'm not trying to. I don't know what they have going in their personal lives. I don't know these people. However, I'm just saying, echoing your point of that. Yo, like back in the day, and you correct me if I'm wrong. Back in the day, there were so many different, how can I say this, genres of rap.
Right. It was, yeah.
And true genres, though. Like, you had people who were strictly conscious rappers, and they had their fan base. You had people who were strictly street rappers.
Mm-hmm.
They had their fan base. You had the lyrical guys. They had their fan base. You had the more party guys. There was so many different types of rap that was accepted because music is expression. And we're not going to all express ourselves the same way.
Right. So now, yeah. So like now, like I was saying, it just seemed like, it's getting back to people making these more party music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what's popping right now. You know what I'm saying? I guess like, people like, man, it's not worth it going, like, I can be doing all this, but I can go to jail just like
you know what I'm saying? Like,
made all this money.
It's just a dangerous game. And like I said, I don't want to be a hypocrite because when those guys drop, I am one of the first people to listen to
the
it.
music is great.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Young Thug fan.
Right.
Like, Young Thug is probably not, I'm not going to say the best, but as far as my favorite artist, he's probably my top 5 favorite artists that I just listen to on a regular.
Yeah.
However, like, I don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can respect what he got going.
Yeah. And he like, if you a real Thug fan, he more complex than just that drill sound.
Exactly. Like, it's way deeper than really his words. He's an instrument to it, especially when he was in his prime. To me, he was like using his voice so well with the beats that he was using that, the words wasn't, I mean, of course you pay attention to the words, but it's like, that's not even the hardest part of the song.
Right. So getting into that though, since you brought that up, I want to get back into your musical style. So I just want to, when you go in the booth, like, how do you approach it? Are you a puncher, or do you write before you come in?
I'm more of a writer.
Okay.
I'm more of a writer. I've been working, we joke all the time, me, Quay, Tez, like, I can't freestyle. Like, I just jokingly say, I can probably give you a good 30, 40 seconds. But after that, it's going to be a bunch of nothingness. But I feel like if I take my time, I put my pen to the pad, I feel like I'm able to come up with something, able to put my thoughts really into it. There are times where I have punched in. There are times where I have even genuinely freestyled over beats. But I feel that I am most effective when I'm writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, in general, what would you say, like, your themes, like, what do you usually, like, talk about the most? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like to talk about? It ain't got to be what you talk about. What you like to talk about?
You was talking specifically in the music?
Yeah, in music. Yeah, just in music. Yeah.
I would say.
What's your style? Just say that.
I would say like I rap about me. Like I don't know, because I'm really rapping about the life that I'm living. I'm not talking tough talking my music. I'm talking from a perspective, and if you look at each project that I dropped, it was a message that I was trying to get across. My first project I dropped was "You're Always Welcome," and that's what I was going through at the time. It was heartbreak and disappointment at that time, and just saying that you're always welcome back in my life, but it won't be the same this time. And that was the message I wanted to get across in that. And I dropped other projects as well. And when you're, I don't know, it's just like I feel like when you're really going through something and you're really trying to put yourself into the music, you're gonna talk about you. And so my struggles may not be everyone else's, but my struggles through my life have been with women. So
Yeah.
no matter what I mention in my music, even when in Corleone One, when I'm talking more so from a perspective of a good guy, kind of no pun intended to Kendrick, but like a good guy in a certain type of environment, I still have songs that are talking to the women.
Right.
Or not though, like, and maybe like I'm talking to a specific person, but like that's just kind of been my thing, like what gets me going.
Yeah, cause I can see you talking about women in your single Chanel. So y'all go get it.
Yes.
Y'all go check out his single
Yeah, yeah.
Chanel.
Make sure you do that for sure.
So what was the thing for it? Was that like a real story, or was that just like based on a scenario this could happen to somebody?
Well, I want it to happen for someone.
Yeah.
For sure. But I think that I must say that some of my biggest influences as I started rapping was the Detroit wave.
Oh, gotcha.
Love the Detroit music. So I found this beat, and if you just listen to the beat, it's a very happy beat. Like it sounds like the sun out. We going shopping, and maybe it's not Chanel that I'm getting her right now, but my girl know like whatever it is that she wants. If I'm able, it's done. Like, except for like recently, she been on some Lululemon, but like I found that to be outrageous, like prices.
Yeah.
I saw it. She wanted that keychain. I looked it up. It was like $45 for the key. I've been having a hard time swallowing that. But like outside of that, like that's basically what I wanted to get across. Like my girl knows if she called me, but I said a lot, and I really want people to check that single out because I said a lot more in the verse.
Yeah.
I said a lot. I was getting into different things into the verse, and I think that's while I'm speaking on that, I think that is one of the things that I have been trying to get better at is staying on topic. It is very easy to go off on a tangent when you're rapping. It's like, hold on, subject matter. But yeah, it's not a real story yet.
Okay, but that's we telling stories, or it could be based on
the future, past, present, for sure.
Right. And I did want to get back to this your video.
Okay.
The 5 a.m.
Yes.
How you say Garrison? Garson,
yes,
yeah.
Sir.
So yeah, the 5 a.m. on Garson. Like, what was the theme of that song?
So that's probably. I don't think it's my best song anymore. I think I dropped my best song this year.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was the best song I had dropped. And like I told you, I was in between. During that time in my life, I was living with my grandma. I had lived in Oxford for 2 years. Then I moved home. I was living with my grandma. And the job that I work at, I used to have to get up so early. My grandma lives on Garson. The job that I work, I have to get up so early, like at 5, 4 in the morning. And, I got up one morning early enough that I had time to chill and give me something to eat, and I just wrote. And it's a real thing. Like, my grandma knew that, of course, my grandma, my mama, my dad, everybody knows that I'm rapping. But, I really felt that it was my time. I felt like that I was starting to arrive. And in today's time, I don't go by the numbers. I go by personally how I feel. Like, am I getting better? Am I progressing?
Mm-hmm.
Because all of us can't blow up and go to the top and be these mainstream artists. But if you really love what you're doing, you want it to sound good. You want it to um, be able to resonate. And I think that's where I was at in it. Like, it's a real story. I'm 5 a.m. on Garson. Like, I shot the video on Garson Street. And like I said, I don't know if it's my best song anymore, but it definitely, when I listen to it, when I run across it, it means the world to me. It means a lot to me when I hear that song.
Right. So you said you wouldn't say that's your best song anymore.
No.
So, what you think is your best song right now?
My best song right now would be Beamon, Life Changing.
Life Changing. Okay.
I think that's my best song. When you listen to that song, when I personally listened to that song, when my friends heard that song the first time, it was like, you're getting somewhere. This is really good. Like, we're gonna shoot an official video to it. We dropped it earlier in the year, but we're gonna shoot an official video to it pretty soon. Looking for the how I want to do it. I think not trying to give it away, but I think I want to tie it into me having a child. I'm about to have a child, and my life is genuinely changing. It's not the same as it was before. I've been through a lot at this, even from the start of the rap to now. I've been through different women. I now have a baby on the way. I've lost friends. I've lost whatever. Like, but I'm still here. I'm still walking. I'm still standing. And I got so much more to give. And I think that song really encapsulates, like, that's what I'm giving off. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, I'm figuring it out now. All the other stuff was like, let me try this, let me try that. But, like, this works for me. And now I just got to build around that.
Right. So, as far as your career goes right now, what do you think is the most challenging thing so far with the rap game in general?
So
for you, yeah.
So I'll say this. I was just having this discussion with Ford. In my city, in Batesville, the rappers, the people who are aspiring rappers, are the laughing stock. Like, we're the easy joke. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Well, it's crazy because when I think about Batesville, I think about like the like y'all stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be just from the outside looking in, though.
I think that people stick with who they stick with. I can't say no disrespect to none of those guys, but I rock with who I rock with.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe that we should all get a relationship now that we're making music. If we didn't deal with each other before, let's not pretend. Mm-hmm. But I do think that what we trying to really do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if we really trying to blow, we really trying to get out of here, we trying to put our city, our state on the map, then the best way would be together. But as you're an artist and you've realized, like, yo, I'm kind of out here dolo. Like, it does breed this, maybe not breed, but it does give you some ego to a degree. Like, I got it. Like, I don't need nobody. But in reality, we all need somebody. I can't engineer. I can't produce.
Right.
I can rap a little bit. So I need people, and I have people, I reach out to whenever I need that. But, I think that people, I don't think that there's, and when I say that we are the end of the joke, I just feel that it's much easier to make a joke about us than to really get behind the guys and support them.
Right. That's very true. Yeah.
Like, this nigga rapping? Like, what this nigga rapping for? Like, he not know whatever. He rapping? Like, and I feel like with me, and people know me, like, I'm not ashamed. Like, I love God. Like, that's who comes first in my life. That's what I do for. And can I not rap because of that? And people will try to make you feel that way. And in reality, it's just like, get behind the guys. We not, it's really guys out here putting their money, their time, their effort into this. Right. And it's funny to you now, but then when that man, I done seen it with my own eyes. I done seen it with my own eyes. Nigga get 3 likes, 4 likes, 5 likes on their post. Nigga blow up. These same people. Now, oh, Batesville this, Batesville that. And it's like, no, nigga, like, I see why Soulja Boy ain't playing y'all niggas. Like, because y'all wasn't supporting the nigga when it was nobody, when it was nothing to support. When it was just effort. And I appreciate a nigga effort. You trying. You putting it in. And let me say this. It ain't a lot of people out here just really putting in no effort. Dropping a song every 4, 5, 6 months ain't gonna do it. So it got to come from both sides. The rappers got to do their part, producers, engineers, whoever, and simultaneously the people got to get behind us.
Right.
And maybe you don't like my music, but whoever you like, just get behind them. But you ain't got to laugh at me or such and such because of that. And if you laughing at me, nigga, that's on you. Like, I ain't worried about nothing like that. Like, I put the pen to the pad. The people that love it, they love it. The people that don't, I don't think about it personally. And if you want to roll with me, if you want to rock with me, rock with me. But if you in between with it, stay over there. I'm cool. I'm with CBG. You know what I mean? That's my group. That's you can't buy greatness. That's us. So it's difficult now, but it's about perspective. If you look at it from such a negative point of view, like, oh, like they ain't support me, it's like, work on you. What your music sound like. Cause like my girl be telling me, you building a portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
You're not built. Quit thinking about it so narrow, and think about it from the wise of, I need the right person to run across me. It don't got to be a lot of people. The right person. Somebody review your song on their channel, your life done changed right then, that fast. And see the same people who were scrolling past your post and all that. Oh man, I always knew you. I know I could do it too. I just needed you to believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Now on the flip side of that, do you feel like it's something you have accomplished so far that you're proud of, pretty much?
Musically, no.
Yeah, nothing yet.
No.
Yeah. So I can understand.
I'm still searching for that.
Yeah. So what I mean, as far as what do you want out of your music career? Like, what do you see yourself next a year to 5 years from now?
That's a good question. I was talking to Quay Dog the other day, and I told him, man, I'm feeling a bit discouraged. Like, the music is coming to me good. Like, I'm making songs almost every day. Mm-hmm. Quality songs, not just songs. You know, sometimes as rappers, we just be making stuff just to, you know, stay fresh. But, like, I've been making quality music all year, but I felt this spirit of discouragement fall over me, like, you know, I'm out of time. Like, I don't have enough time to do it. But I think that was just like the devil trying to creep into me, like creep onto me, because I feel like I'm so close. I'm a song away. I'm a verse away. I'm a saying away from being everything I desire to be. But I also have to be real with myself and accept that it could not happen too. So I'm going for impact. I'm going for people looking at me and being like, you know what? This man walked his walk. He talked his talk. He did his thing. He was his own man. He was his own person. He followed God. Ultimately, yes, I'm a rapper, but you know I go to church every Sunday. I'm in the choir. I'm in the youth ministry, like, because that's what it's about. Me making this music is expression. But now when I make music, I want people to be able to, you know, it's certain, back referencing Drake, it's certain albums you can always go back and listen to. And it's like, dang, like, it's still hidden today.
So you say you want to make timeless music?
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Right. So, let me ask you this too. If you had like your top 5, or whoever, who would you want to work with? Like, if you could work with anybody, you could work with. Don't matter, dead or alive. Who would you want to work with?
For certain Drake, for certain go Drake.
Right.
Gunna.
Okay.
That's my guy. That's my guy too. I don't care what they say about him. That's my guy. Offset, just because he's probably been my favorite Migo, and I feel like when both of us get in a certain bag, we'll like really we would mesh well together. What's that, 3? I wanna I wanna say Future, but I don't think that me and Future would make the best music together. And I hate to say that, and not from his perspective, I just don't think we're kind of in the same lane for real.
Yeah. But that song like Chanel, like I said, he'll get
yeah, he could have got on that joint. No care.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He could have got on that joint. I would say Future.
Yeah.
And probably like Big Walk Dog. Like Big Walk Dog is not trying to hype him or nothing like that, but like he can go. He can really go. Like he from the SIP, so of course we gonna root for him. We gonna push him. But like when you listen to some of the songs he make, I jokingly tell my friends this sometimes when I get off on a song, I be like, he enter God flow. He does it often though. Like you can go listen to that Trick City album. He probably got 10, 12 songs where he entered God flow.
Yeah.
So I'll say them 5. What I say? Drake, Gunna, Offset, Future, Big Walk Dog.
Big Walk Dog.
Yeah.
And since we on the subject, I gotta ask. I ask everybody. So
okay.
Give them your Mount Rushmore, Mississippi. Who you got?
So let me say this first.
All right.
You got to go Big Crit.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't know if he claim it or not. You got to go Soulja Boy.
Yeah. Okay.
A fact. I don't care what nobody say. Impact. His impact is ridiculous. Yeah. If you really look at it.
Yeah. He's still one of the most streamed artists.
Come on.
Now, today.
To this day.
Yeah.
And get dicey for me. David Banner.
Yeah.
Throw me some names. Because I quite naturally, I want to throw Big Walk Dog, but I feel like it's early for that.
You think it's too early?
Just give him some more time to do some more stuff. But if you look at it.
Impact-wise, yeah.
Man, from Tutwiler,
Tutwiler, yeah.
And who else would it be? No disrespect to none of the other guys, but who else would it be?
As far as impact-wise, yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I might get killed for this because whenever when you put this part out, and they look and be like, you didn't say such and such. Just know that I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Like, I know how it be on the spot, yeah.
But I would let's just say that like Crit, David Banner, Big Walk Dog, who else I said?
Soulja Boy.
And Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you can really argue with that as well though. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad list.
No, that's a great list. Yeah, I can see them for sure.
Yeah, they like, some of the, just on impact, like I said, and people, a lot of people are gonna reference David Banner as a rapper, but he's a magnificent producer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he has some big songs as a producer as well. So, impact.
Yeah.
But
I would also say Ray Shrimmer.
I was just finna say, hold on, I just thought about a few people as Ray Shrimmer, Akeem Ali as well.
Okay, yeah, you gotta say.
For now, shout out my nigga Big Walk Dog. I got to take Big Walk Dog off. Because he hasn't had a song like Ray Shrimmer had. Mm-hmm. He ain't had no Black Beatles.
Yeah, that's true.
That jump went crazy.
Yeah.
My mama and them was doing the challenge, so I know it was crazy. So, for now, let's go Ray Shrimmer instead of Big Walk Dog.
You know what? I thought, Lil Lonnie, if he wouldn't have died at the time, he was going to have, like, that other sound that they've been kind of looking for Mississippi to have.
Hey, when I was in JUCO, I went to JUCO in Goodman. That's probably 40 minutes from Jackson. Them guys that I played with from down south, they held Lil Lonnie to such high regard.
Yeah.
That's all they listened to. So I think he had a song, Colors, maybe?
Colors, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, if untimely demise, I think you would have had that young sound that, they thought the SIP can't come with. You know what I'm saying?
And he had it then. He just needed that right person behind him. Right person to, what, did he ever work with Boosie?
I think they might have actually.
I'm about to say, I felt like that
to
should have took him out of there right there.
Yeah.
Like that should have put him on, especially on the regional in the South. Period. That should have took him there.
Right. Right. All right. So look, before we get up out of here, now I want you to tell them like, as far as legacy you want to leave behind, like, what do you want the people to remember you by when you hang your jersey up, pretty much?
I want people to know that I'm me. I'm not trying to pretend to be nobody else. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all my dogs. Shout out to Quay Dog. Shout out Ted. Shout out Leon. Shout out Nisha. Shout out Kayla. Like, so many people, Ford, Chevy. They let me be me. I want people to know that I am always striving for greatness. I'm always pushing myself to be the best that I can possibly be. I want people to know I follow God. Like, I want people to know, like, you know what I'm saying? I was a stand-up guy. I wasn't somebody who speak on you behind your back, even though I'll talk about a nigga behind their back. If you out here acting flaw, and a nigga, I'll talk about you because you deserve it. But I'm not out here dissing nobody for real. But, you know, when it's time to hang up the jersey, you know, hopefully by that time people just appreciate the work that I put in. Like, man, one thing about being a local artist is you gonna work hard if you want to make it. You got to. You don't have other choice. And just know that I've been putting the work in, and whether I get to that point or not, that it took effort, energy, finances, all of that, so that I could put that out. And whether I make it or not, you know, that's in God's hand. But I want to make sure I'm putting in my work, that if that time comes, that I'm prepared. I'm not a one-hit wonder. I'm not none of that. I want to be a successful artist. And, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now.
Yeah. And I did, before we get out of here, I did see you know, you mentioned your girl a lot. Do you think she is a great asset as far as?
Absolutely. Yeah. She understands. Let me say this, and I'm not trying to diss nobody. I'm not trying to say or post anybody, not saying that other girls haven't done it for me. Mm-hmm. But a guy like myself, and I feel like you'll understand because you're into artistry, I need space to flourish. Right. And not away from you, but like I need space so that I can get in my studio. I can create. Mm-hmm. And of course, you know, she's my lady, so she wants to spend time with me. So we finding that balance of like, you know, certain days I may not record. I may just bring my stuff over and write or something like that. But I think she understands what I want. I want to make it in music. And, you know, we have a baby on the way. So she understands that I'm going to do what I got to do to provide for us. But at the same time, this is what, in my personal life, that I want. And she's not trying to hinder that. And I appreciate that on a very high level.
Right. And you know what? I did want to talk to you because we just had 3 shootings, man. We got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here.
I'm glad you brought it up.
How do you feel like this? You know what I'm saying? Just give me your thoughts on what happened this weekend, man, with these 3 shootings.
So let me make sure I'm right. Alcorn.
Right.
Leland,
yeah.
And which one? What's the other one?
Rolling Fork.
I would say somewhere else in the Delta, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I am disappointed. Let's just leave it at disappointed because I don't want to say nothing crazy. We better than that. That be what they be talking about with like, there they go again. Mm-hmm. And the one at Alcorn, you know, I really felt the way. I got a brother at Alcorn. And God knows if something happened to the bro, like what I'm willing to do. And I'm glad that he was okay, but somebody else lost their life. Somebody else's child lost their life. For what?
Yeah.
For what? Man, go shoot that nigga. If y'all got beef like that, y'all go shoot it out.
Yeah, why you
shooting in the crowd for?
I don't understand.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever. I never knew niggas. Yeah. I didn't grow up under them principles. I didn't grow up with them morals. if I got beef, number one, if we men enough at this age, I wasn't thinking like that when I was younger. Let me say that. I wasn't thinking about talking nothing out then. I would say that when you're younger. But we were getting them hands.
Yeah.
If it was that big of a deal, now, no disrespect to nobody, I'm not fighting you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not shooting you either. You understand? Like, I'm just not finna, we just ain't got to deal with each other. Like, let's just go our separate ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't go to work with no black eye. They looking at me crazy like, my boy, what happened? Now everybody feel like they can try you.
Yeah.
But for real, that shit stupid. Excuse my language. Shooting into a crowd where your grandmother's at, your aunties, your mother, your little. I saw somebody say a little girl got murdered out there. You understand? Like the street nigga. If you a street nigga, go do street nigga stuff with street niggas.
Yeah.
Don't come to no. You're coming to a homecoming football game to catch the ops. That's top 5 dumbest things I've heard just this year.
Yeah.
But niggas is stupid. And I'm not trying to say all, but they know the niggas I'm talking about. If I got smoke with you, per se, I'm a grown man. And with your demeanor and with your temperature, I feel like if we ran across each other and we had problems, like, hey, let's talk. Mm-hmm. I would say that's a lost art in the black community, but it's not an art in the black community. Mm-hmm. Niggas ain't doing that. Like I said, I just became the type. And like I've never been a fighter. I got in like a few fights in high school. You know, I play football, so of course we all fight and all that. But nothing to where I felt like I had an op or I felt like I got beef. I don't believe in beef. Mm-hmm. You a man. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no girlfriend, nigga. Like, go do something. Yeah. Niggas don't want to work no more. And so all you have to do is go shoot at people. All you have to do is sell drugs. It's like, if that's what you're going to do it with your people. Do it with the niggas who want to do that. You putting innocent bystanders into this. Like I said, you put innocent bystanders into this. Like, people came to their homecoming. It's probably people that came back to that city that ain't been there all year, ain't seen their parents and stuff all year, and they come back to a damn bloodbath. Are you kidding, nigga?
Right.
But niggas is selfish, too. Don't let me leave that part out. Niggas are selfish. I hate it. And I don't want to judge the young man, and it sounds crazy, and people don't kill me on the internet. I don't want to judge the young man that did it. I don't know how to feel. I'm hurt. I'm angry about it. Like I said, my school, Delta State, homecoming next weekend.
Yeah.
It's like, do I really want to, you understand? Like, I still might go see my line brothers or something like that, but like, I'm not really looking forward to like being out and about because I'm genuinely not sure what may happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, I love Cleveland. I love all the guys I done met in Cleveland. But, man, it's just like, telling my brother and them, like, they be calling. I remember one of my bros called me one weekend. And he was like, yo, you think I should go here? I said, this big bro calling. I'm the oldest. I said, I'm going to tell you straight up, don't go.
Yeah.
Don't go. I said, I'm not going. I haven't thought about going. Don't go. And people end up getting shot. It's not because, thankful to God, but like, it's not because, it's just like you got to use your common sense sometimes too. But that's a whole nother situation. Like the football games, homecomings, everybody's just trying to have a good time, but it's like,
even the club though.
Come on.
You know.
Everybody's just trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
But you know, like if you're in the club, stuff can go left quickly. Nigga step on the wrong shoe if you want to and don't say, excuse me, it's up. Party over. Shut it down. So it's just, I want my community to be, I don't know the word, patient with each other. Yeah. Let's be understanding with each other.
It's really other issues that they going, like you said though. They ain't got, other things going on with their lives. It just be other things.
And look at and maybe this is going a little too far off, but look at the communities that it's happening in. It is not much to do there. Yeah. I'm not familiar with Leland, but I don't think it's just like a big town, a big city that got things, resources. And, then you'll start getting into a conversation of race, of systemic racism. And that's just a whole nother, a book, really, that we'll have to dive into one day when we do another interview. That, I can't say the reason that young man did what he did was because they didn't have the resources. But I can say that those resources, if implemented early enough, can prevent a young man from ever getting to that point. Yeah. And that's what I do believe. And that is one of the reasons I want to make it. I want my city to have those resources. I feel like you don't have that example of somebody that's just like a cool guy. Like, I'm not on no street behavior. And it's just like, this guy get money. He with his wife, if that, at the time. He take care of his kids. He go to church. He follow God. But at the same time, like I say, like, we got to do it with each other. Yeah. We got to, like, forgive each other. And it's like, forgive each other for what? It's just like, I don't know. There's some animosity amongst us. I don't know where it's coming from. But, like, even myself, like, if I see somebody out and about, we lock eyes. Most men, we just gonna, get a nod and keep it moving. Right. But if we lock eyes and we just lock eyes, now it's a ego thing. Yeah. It's like, all right, like, what you looking at me like that for? Like, what's up? What you trying to do? That fast? You ego tripping. He nod, you nod. But we too big, I hate it. There's stuff in these shootings. I pray over the state. I pray over everything. There's been a lot more shooting going on outside of the state, but it hit different now because it's like Leland is how far from here? Not far. I got a brother at Alcorn. Yeah. I went to school. I'm going to the homecoming at Delta State. It's here. It's here. Ain't no more like, oh, you can kind of push it to the back of your mind because it was in Wyoming. No. Right. Because I saw Grenada. They just shut down all of that. You understand, man? Yeah. That made me sad. My dad is from Grenada. Tarek, right. Like, he's from Grenada. Like, and, he told me how he came up. But I think the oldest person that did the shooting was 18. I think the other two guys were like 16. You know what? That tell me one thing too, though. It's a lot of kids doing it, and just the development of kids. Sometimes they just don't know what they actually doing. They don't, and like, it's like they know what they doing, but they don't know what it means. And they don't know the severity. Yeah, they don't understand the severity of the things. Like, this ain't GTA. He ain't coming back. Yeah, and that's sad. Whatever it was, like, could we have talked about it? Yeah, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Anytime I step out of my character, I pop off. I lose my attitude. I get into it with somebody. I always find myself, once my emotions have calmed down, like, I ain't have to do that. Yeah. And, OG told me one time, he said, and I don't have these thoughts, but he told me this, if you want to handle business on somebody, if you got beef, you got to sit on it. Because once you go pull that trigger and take his life, take that person's life, you got to live with it. And I think a lot of these guys are angry in the moment. Yeah. And overload. Oh, my ego bruised. Oh, you done disrespected me. I told somebody at Walmart the other day, he tried to break in front of me. I said, nigga, you should have wished my girl wasn't here. I probably wouldn't even say nothing, but you broke in front of me and my girl. It's like, I don't want her to feel like when I say something to her, like, not saying I be on her tail or nothing, but when I say some stuff and she like, you ain't say nothing to, yeah. Oh, no, I got to get you. I got to say something to you. But a lot of guys get angry in the moment, overload, ego bruise, see that girl talking to somebody, and they lose it. Yeah. And once you go sit in that cell and you high, you niggas be high off them perks, high off coke, high off whatever, and you done sobered up, and it's like, yeah, damn, I did what? I saw a video of a man on Facebook the other day. You might have saw it. It's kind of viral. He was in shock because he blanked out and killed his wife. And when he came to realize, like, I'm in custody. What am I in custody for? I did what? And that goes back to, we have some animosity that we don't even understand towards each other. And maybe it's systemic, maybe it's not. But it start with us.
Yeah.
We can't keep blaming everybody. It start with us.
Yeah. And that's what it is, man. Now, let everybody know, like, where they can find you and all that.
Okay. Yeah. Add me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Bud Beamon. And Beamon, Beamon. My name on IG is CBG_Beamon, and the same thing on TikTok. I don't really mess with Twitter like that, but I am on Twitter at AB32_SP. As you can tell with the SP, like, I never even really changed it, but
yeah,
I get on Twitter just to keep up. It is very good with news, so... But yeah, catch me on any of them. We got plenty of music coming. I got a video coming. Me and my guy Ford, we got an EP coming. As well as my own. I really want, it's on my heart to drop my own project, but we'll see about that. I kind of talked about that in the interview that, I want it to be appreciated. I don't want it to be something that people listen to one song off of. I want it to be a good body of work. So that's what we're working on right now.
All right, there y'all go.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, bet.